We're live. I sit here for a few minutes though and share it until we get viewers. All right, let's see. My brain hurts. Copy. You have sound on. Share to group. Share to that and.
You have my media now.
Well, then maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it'll be alright and shit. I love news.
Are you showing me the catacombs?
I can. Okay, I did.
I need some nice cup.
My cup. My cup. Oh, this cup. What's up, everybody? What's up, Dean?
What up?
What's up, Facebook and YouTube? Since we officially do that now, too. We're moving on up.
Gangsta.
Gangsta's
Two Monster Man in 2021, D.E.A.N.
Hey.
Hey.
That's the homie, but it's still I consider a brother. Love you, man. One of my favorite people in the whole wide world. And I don't like a lot of people.
Likewise, man. Likewise, man. So it's good to be back. It's why we haven't
You started it off the first episode.
we haven't seen each other in forever, man.
Definitely need to fix that.
For sure.
You just up the interstate. There's a
Yeah.
homie Prez Potatoes watching. What up, Potato?
Steve-O's in the house.
Steve-O.
Ronnie Mae's in the house. All right, everybody. So, how has everybody's week been? Anybody have anything extraordinary they want to discuss?
Dean had a whole house full of chicks and lingerie, so his weekend's going okay.
I got kicked out. What are you talking about?
Ain't that about a bitch?
To be completely honest, today's my first day back at the house in like a week because at the beginning of the week our engine seized up in our car, completely fucking stranded us. But luckily we were close to her dad's house, so that's where I've been posting up for about a week.
Got it. Yeah, I know she mentioned something. Her and I talked about it, and she mentioned
Big
something
Davis
about it.
in the house. What up, Big Bird?
Much I see him. What's up, Davis?
Be seeing you in a couple of weeks for your birthday extravaganza. Old Scum and Lips. Gonna be a blast.
Yes.
If any of the viewers, if you've never had a chance to visit Carl's Tavern, you're really fucking up, man.
It's in Indiana, New Haven, Indiana.
Number one Juggalo bar in the United States.
As far as I'm concerned, period. So.
Good food, great people.
Good music.
Great food, great
Dean,
people.
you've been to Carl's.
No, I haven't.
You have not? Oh, shit.
We got to get in there.
I'm supposed to be getting booked there soon, hopefully, because it's legendary. I hear about the wings all the time.
Oh my god. It's not even just the wings. There's so much more. There's so much more.
Double H Hulk Hoagie in the house. Weep, weep, wop, wop. So many homies just showing up. It's beautiful. Everybody ready to jump into the old Frankenstein review this week. Before we hop into that, want to give some shout outs to homies over at the Catacombs. Big Cam, Luke.
Make sure you're checking that out. If you haven't joined the group already, make sure you join that whole movement. The Catacombs on Facebook.
It's all about music. It's all about love. There's no.
It's just about the underground, honestly. Not even just about music. It's about if you're an artist in the underground, like a art. Like if you make art, or if you do music, or in our case, if you make a podcast based around the catering to the underground. We've got other Pixar didn't happen. Pixar didn't happen. Shit, I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, it's a whole thing. So if you guys ain't there, make sure you join it.
SON Legion is an upcoming artist. You guys will be fucking blown away once this cat hits the scene. You will be fucking blown away. I would love to see a D.E.A.N and S.O.N fucking show. That'd be.
Hey, he owes me a bunch of drinks from last time when we was in New Orleans.
Hey, you know, bring it to Carl's,
bring
bro.
it to Carl's.
We'll host. We'll host, but you can come stay at our place. We'll host you. You know what I mean? Like, so
I'm
it'd be
about
fun.
it.
So we got to make that happen.
Yeah, you guys, when you do, like, if you ain't out on the road, you can come stay with us.
Mhm.
Weekend of your show, ride with us. You have a designated driver.
You already know, Bubba.
I've drove your ass around New Orleans with a head full of ass, and I lifted you up off the fucking dirty streets of
designated
New
is
Orleans.
a very lightly used word there.
And we got trapped in a fucking parking garage. Man, that acid had a hold of me, but fucking, it was great having to get you from fucking the fucking corner. I still got those pictures of you puking there on the curb.
I was just sleeping, man.
Getting you from there to 6 fucking stories up into the parking garage, into the back of a little bitty ass Honda. 6 of us.
Tiny car.
Me tripping on acid and everybody else drunk. It
was good times.
It was great times.
Everybody pissed the fuck off with me that night.
Not us. No, nobody was.
No.
We got you back to the B&B, got you in bed. Fucking got up the next morning, we ate, and we did it all over again. It was fucking great times.
New Orleans was fun.
Oh, yeah.
New Orleans was a lot of fun.
You and Lolly, you guys fucking saved our asses that weekend. We was going to sleep at a fucking rest area. So our places where we were going to stay just all fell through, and you guys fucking came in clutch.
Well, we didn't have plans, but then, you know, like, plans change last second.
I mean, that's
we
what
were already committed.
So. We were committed.
Anyways, but good times for real though. Good stuff.
Yeah, me and Dean going to Walmart the next morning, fucking hungover and fucked up still, and we got a cart full of groceries, and we had to wait, and so we went over to Burger King.
Oh God, no! You guys were like calling me. We weren't answering phones.
My card was quit working on me because I was out of Georgia, and they canceled my shit, and I was like, bro, I got $150 worth of groceries. Like,
legit, that happened to me at the last gathering they had at Legend Valley. The last time they were in Legend Valley, I went to the gas station across the street to get coffee in the morning. And the first morning, everything was fine. Got my coffee. It was great. The second morning, I went to run my card. And because of the first morning, because I was in Ohio and not Indiana, they shut my shit down. Thank God I had a bunch of cash with me. But they sure as shit. This was day 2 of the gathering, man. And I had they shut my debit card down and there was a gas station right. So, you know, I was like, no.
We got homies from Replicon in the house. What up, fam?
What's up?
Shit. Fuck the gathering. You're having the gathering right now. So good. Glad everybody's having a good week. You know, shit. We're all good here. It fucking stop raining for once. Just fucking bring on some good weather finally. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the original fucking classic horror film. One that like started it all for me, and that is the 1931 Frankenstein. And to clear it up for some of you jabronis, this is not Frankenstein.
He's a monster.
He is not Frankenstein.
He's just a monster.
He is the monster. Frankenstein
is the man who made the monster, if you will. He is the man that made the monster.
My daddy was a Frankenstein, and your daddy could be too. So we can go ahead and jump on in. We've got some notes and stuff here. I've been watching the movie since I was a little kid. So I watched it over and over again. So I mean, notes are notes. You know, one interesting fact that the wife brought to my attention today that I did not know was that legendary Scream actor and just one of my all-time fucking heroes, Bela Lugosi, was supposed to. He tried out for the monster, and they did his screen test and everything. And he's like, he looks like a fucking clown.
They basically put him in the get-up, the makeup for the movie, and he walked out and got laughed at essentially.
Well, later on, due to that interview, though, he did get a Frankenstein role. I believe it was in
The Curse.
either House of Dracula or because I know Lon Chaney was Frankenstein meets a Wolfman. I don't know. I watched like all these motherfuckers in the last couple days.
Right.
Those are another one we'll be getting into is Lon Chaney's career, the Wolfman. More Boris, with the Mummy. She just ordered me a fucking
The
new,
Emotep?
the new, the new is the Emotep. Trick or Treat Studios Mummy mask. Can't wait for it to hit the collection.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah. It'll be here in like a few days.
Beautiful. I was torn. I was on the fence between the creature from the Black Lagoon and Emotep, and I was like, I'm going to go ahead because the creature's a little bit more on the more expensive side, and I'm waiting until I get a little bit more creature toys around.
We have a dog in here.
My dog Duke just joined us.
Sorry if you hear him panting.
He's a good boy.
I'll take the blame. Everybody always says I breathe heavy as shit.
Don't mind that. It's just Dean.
Yeah.
We love you, Cam.
I guess they laughed Bella like out of the fucking room. They was like, no, this ain't gonna work.
Well, see, he originally actually thought he was, to my knowledge, he thought he was showing up to cast for Frankenstein himself.
They went as far as, and I wish I could get my fucking hands on one. Drawing up the movie bills is what they would consider movie posters back then. And they had one already set to release
that has his name on it.
Has his name on it. Bela Lugosi has him as the monster. I would love to get that. Was be up there.
Oh my god, it would be
up there with the Revenge of the Jedi posters.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I would kill to have one of those. But yeah, the movie starts off with some of my favorite fucking activities. That'd be grave robbing.
Oh well, wait. I mean, like first, actually, there's the pre-credit, the scene where he comes out and he gives the warning.
Oh yeah,
you got to talk about the warning.
Pretty fucking eerie for back then.
1931.
1931. I mean, that adds a lot of shock value to your, coming out and you're like, oh shit, there's a warning to the fucking movie.
Yeah, in 1931. That's terrifying. And this was actually a
friendly
really
warning. It starts out with, "How do you do, Mr. Carl Lemille?" The producer feels like it would be a little unkind to present this picture without just a word of friendly warning. We're about to unfold the story of Frankenstein, a man of science who sought to create a man after his own image without reckoning upon God. It is one of the strangest takes ever told. It deals with two great mysteries of creation, life and death. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now's your chance to, we warned you. That's fucked up. 1931, you're sitting there already worrying about the fucking, war going on around and shit. And you're like, man, this motherfucker's warning me that, should I watch this movie or not? I've been warned. My fat ass would have been playing that scene like, bring it on. Bring it on. Like I said, the opening that, they got like I said, grave robbing.
Yeah, those opening
credits.
That's
fucking pretty morbid, even for today's standards,
Well, I mean, the beginning credits are actually, you see the funeral. There's a funeral taking place so that you're actually set in a graveyard. So there's a funeral, and then you see Frankenstein and his assistant Fritz. Yeah.
The abusive Fritz.
Yeah. Dickhead.
The little bastard.
But you
not
see him.
Igor.
No.
No, Fritz.
not the first assistant. Actually, originally there wasn't even an assistant. In the book that was written in 1918, because this is all based off of, I think that was Mary the original. Shelley's. The original was 1918, and it was a book, right?
Mary Shelley's.
Yeah, the book. And then there was a play written after that, which once the play was cleaned up, that's when, and put into this film, that's when Fritz came in as the assistant.
And I would love to see a newer movie shot the way that they did back then, just so raw, and the background's just so fucking.
But it's all hand painted, man.
Hint, right? Hint, Dean, hint.
Hint. Hint,
Hey,
hint.
you know what? I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to do a
That'd be
black
really
and
cool.
white movie where everything was painted like that, because that's, that was the golden age of Hollywood,
Right.
where they didn't, they didn't have green screens and all this shit. They had to make do with what they had, and that whole graveyard scene. And I did want to interject real quick. Do you know why they had to grave rob, even if he wasn't trying to reanimate?
Why?
Well, because back in the day, medical science was illegal because of the church. And the only way that people could experiment and learn medical science was to grave rob, because after the church would put them in the grave, there was no embalming, there was no like any sort of medical like autopsies. Yeah, they weren't allowed to do that because it was against God. So that's why all the doctors had to go dig up bodies.
Right. To do studies.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I think I could fucking been a doctor back then. Just gotta get over the smell and the maggots, but
Ugh.
Right. So yeah, they go into so they go over that, and then of course once the body's buried and all that stuff, that's when they go in and you see the actual grave robbing take place. I know at one point they're passing that corpse, the one's hanging, the one that cuts down.
Yeah, they want the brain, but the neck had been snapped.
Snaps the neck, so the brain's no good.
That's when he has to send Fritz on
on a mission.
On a mission to steal brains.
Oh God!
Just poor the Fritz. Fact of how easily you could get your hands on brains back then,
just
blows my fucking mind. Just blows my fucking mind. I mean, they you see the scene when they're in there, and the professor, he's describing the normal brain, and all the patterns and everything on the frontal lobes and everything. And then he's got the abnormal brain set right next to it, and he's determining like right here, this is showing he's a monster, he's a murderer, and all this shit. And the session's over, and they're just like, okay, fucking lights off, we're done. And they just leave the fucking brains there on the table all willy-nilly. And fucking little bitty Fritz, he's up there staring in the window, and he fucking creaks the window open with his little Yoda cane. Fucking gets the window open and gets in there. Fucking steals the first brain, gets scared by some random noise. Drops the fucking normal brain. And so he's just like,
and then it's like abnormal brain.
I'll steal the abnormal brain.
I mean, a brain's a brain, right?
Which, if you go to watch like Young Frankenstein, another fucking classic, fucking great fucking movie. Great fucking movie. When he's determining which brain to steal, is it Abby Normal? I stole Abby Normal's brain. It's Abby Normal, you dumbass. And he fucking takes the abnormal brain. I don't know, did he peel the sticker off of it before he got back to Dr. Frankenstein? Because the next thing you know, the brain's in the creature, and like he didn't he didn't show up, and Dr. Frankenstein seemed pretty adamant and pretty articulate in the work he was doing. Like he didn't be like, hey, dumbass, you fucking got me an abnormal brain.
A shitty brain.
And Fritz could have been like, I got fucking scared, I got a little bitty stick. I'm fucking already nervous, man. You already got me fucking breaking into shit. Like, fucking take the brain or fucking shut up. And the fucking next day, fucking the brain's in the creature, and when he finally comes to life, motherfucker is pissed.
Well, let's talk about that scene, because that's iconic. That where are we at? Because you actually fast forwarded a lot though.
Not really.
Yeah, so he said, yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess the little side, is the side stuff bullshit, like the where Elizabeth comes and she's like, I'm worried about him and he's acting kind of strange.
No, we'll get to that crazy bitch. They're about to show up.
Oh, we haven't even got there yet. Okay, I'm fast forwarding.
So I guess where we'll get to, since I'm being fast forwarded by the wife, fucking Captain Cockblock, somebody supposed his friend, comes to check on fucking Dr. Frankenstein's fiance.
Sir Cockblock.
Like, you don't even come and checking how my girl is.
Oh, he drops hints.
She's fine.
He drops hints that he's got feelings.
I only care about your feelings.
He said I would do anything for you. I'd do anything for you or whatever.
Jody. Frankenstein find out about your ass, fuck you up.
Fucking Jody. Jody's back in 1931.
Yeah, the Jody of 1931, Captain Save-A-Ho. Bitch, get out of here, man. Wow. That means you're knocking on my girl's door. Fuck on, man. And so he's like, I'm gonna go check on him. And the bitch is like, well, I'm gonna go with you. And he's like, he wasn't passed up the fucking opportunity of some roadhead in a carriage.
Oh my
So
god.
he's like, okay, you can come. And they fucking go. And fucking they're beating on this motherfucker's door in the rain and shit. And Dr. Frankenstein's like, Fritz, go fucking see who that is. Tell him to go fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Fritz goes and he opens the door and he's basically like, fuck off. And fucking,
I mean,
and more or
he's
less,
not wrong.
one, he's like, fuck off. You can't come in. Frankenstein says, fuck off. So you fuck off. And so dumbass Frankenstein, he's got to be nosy. And he's standing up in the window. He's like, go away. And he's like, this girl's out there. She's like, me, motherfucker, let me in. At least let me out of the rain. He's like, yes, bitch. And he fucking goes down. He's like, he lets him in, and he don't want to let him in. He wants to get back to his work, and fucking the one dude calls him a maniac or a madman. And he takes personal offense to that. Because he wasn't a madman. He knew what he was doing. I mean, he was creating life from death.
100%.
And he accomplished it.
100%. Yeah.
So he's like, all right, come here, I'll show you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys want to see? Fuck it.
So, come on. Brings them to the laboratory. They're all fucking minds are blown.
That's where the scene comes.
Yeah.
The It's Alive. The iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic scene.
Films, all of those.
It's alive.
The most notably, Weird Science.
It's alive.
Oh, yeah. People that would have seen Weird Science, they'd be like, that scene is from fucking 1931's Frankenstein. Yep. And so I've used it many a times, like when taking a shit in the morning, I get up and look at my fucking turd in the toilet, like, it's alive!
Okay.
So, Frankenstein sends them motherfuckers on. One dude shows back up and he's like, look, I am a fucking genius. He's like, you don't believe me? Come down here and look. They turn the lights off. He brings the creature in. It's like, oh shit. This motherfucker ain't playing. He's up here in a windmill making motherfucking zombies. And I mean, what the creature was basically a zombie.
Essentially, I mean, kinda.
And he gets him up there, proves his point, everything, and that's when Fritz, comes in with the torch, and that's when you realize that the creature doesn't like fucking fire.
Mm-hmm. So he's like telling him, get the
fucking
and here
torch away. Fritz is dancing around
in his
him,
face
like,
with
in his face.
Like totally not listening.
I hated Fritz. Fritz got what he had.
Oh my god,
abusive little bastard.
I wanted to beat the shit out of that little motherfucker.
Fuck Fritz.
Fuck Fritz.
And so they just driving him down the alley to be a fucking even more evil fucking creature. It's just unreal.
I couldn't imagine having to shoot that scene, especially how emaciated or like skinny and stuff Boris Karloff was already. Having to do that scene multiple times with them fighting and stuff, because back in the day, it's film. You go from beginning a scene to end a scene, and then you cut and do it again. There's no like you get to take a break. So I couldn't imagine him having real fire put up in his face and getting his ass kicked and shit.
After fighting them three dudes with the Lolly Rotten Special Edition boots on, make fucking 9 foot fucking tall.
Yeah, I definitely need to get some of those boots, man. Those are dope.
Oh my god, I think we all need a fucking pair of those.
We all need a pair of those boots for the next time we go out.
Stop. All of us together.
All 4 of us.
Me and Shape be like 30 feet tall.
Yeah. You guys would be like fucking Kiss.
Our heads in the fucking doors and shit.
Jesus.
So they come to the conclusion that this motherfucker is ultra strong, ultra pissed off. So they get him into the dungeon. Fucking get him chained up. The karate chop that the one guy does to the back of the monster's neck is just fucking great. He just turns out like, I would have too. Like, what was that shit? So fucking, they get him down there and get him chained up. Fritz, the little bastard's down there torturing him, got a fucking whip, and fucking just treating him like dog shit, man. And you start to like feel sympathy for the creature. Like, man, you start. I don't know.
You do 100%.
Showing love for him. You're like, oh my god, man, why you guys brought him to life and now you're fucking just torturing him in a fucking dungeon?
Well, that's basically what it is. Frankenstein that's one of the reasons why he was most loved by kids and stuff, is because he's just he's the monster that's just so misunderstood, just wants to be loved, just wants to be cared about. He's just misunderstood. 100%. You see that in this
Doesn't
movie.
want to be kept in the dark. Wants the sun is beautiful.
Yep.
And so finally he gets his hands on Fritz when the doctor and the other professor are out of the room. Gets his hands on Fritz and gives that little fuck what he fucking had coming. Smokes his ass. They come in there and they see Fritz is dead, and the monster tries to get out. They get him shut back up in there, and Dr. Frankenstein agrees with the other cat. He's like, okay, we got to destroy him. He's fucking, he's a monster. I fucked up. I'll do better next time. We got to destroy him. We'll figure out how to destroy him. So they're gonna get him locked up again and shit. And then when they go to finally release him to, do away with him, that's when the creature, he makes his fucking move and gets the fuck up out of that place. Deuces. Fucking. Like, you ain't killing me, motherfuckers. I'm out.
Nobody locked the door either. They were just like, fucking, oh well. Just.
They ain't go warn the town. They ain't do nothing. It's like, hey, man, let's go get. I agree. Fucking the Baron, Frankenstein's father, comes and gets him from there. And he show him smoking and shit throughout the whole thing. And he's got the black eyes. Opium. People are probably thinking it's probably cigarettes, but it's probably mostly opium abuse back then, because that's what a lot of that's what eventually
lots of opium back in
Bella,
the 30s.
he was fucking
strung
out. Fucking
bad.
I was gonna say the Baron. Is that who you're talking about? The dude with the long pipe. That pipe is so dope. I would kill to have that long ass pipe.
He goes, gets his son, brings him back, gets him to agree to fucking marry the girl and everything. Has a big fucking ta-da about it. And all the while, the monster, he's out in the town. So you come to a scene that's another iconic scene of Frankenstein. Is when the farmer, he leaves his daughter there at the house. He has to go check on his crops. And the daughter's like, well, won't you stay with me and play with me, Papa? And he's like, oh, I got to attend my shit. And then we'll go to the town and celebrate Frankenstein's marriage with the rest of the town. And so he leaves her. And she's there playing by a lake.
Maria, she goes to play by she's picking flowers.
She's picking lilies by the lake. And the monster comes upon her, and she's like, you would be my friend? And he had no evil intentions.
So they hit it off. She gives him flowers,
and they're throwing them and they're floating.
Flowers. And they're making boats out of the flowers.
Yeah, and it's amazing to him. He's like,
so he's throwing flowers,
and then he
runs out of flowers.
Runs out of flowers. So what's the next best thing to do? Throw a little bitch in the fucking
grabs the girl,
grabs the girl,
her into the fucking water.
He didn't know she couldn't swim. He didn't even know what swimming was.
Bless his little heart. Big heart, whatever. Right after his reaction to when he throws her into the water, he's just like, like he immediately panics. He's like, I don't know what to do, and he takes off.
That's on that little ass girl though, man. She could have stood the fuck up.
That water could have been no more than 2 foot deep,
right. She did that to herself.
Little attention-seeking punk.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so actually, Duke, we took a video last night of our dog. It's on my Facebook.
Anybody have a dog that watches TV?
He watches TV. Swear to God. And we were watching Frankenstein, and actually during that particular scene where the flower scene where they're exchanging the flowers, but I got a video of Duke legit watching it. So anybody wants to see it, it's on Facebook. But
I have a dog who watches TV.
Yeah, he does.
That's awesome. And I do want to point out it did, because it pertains to the first half of the movie. Isn't it weird to you guys that he's okay with digging up bodies and he's okay with cutting them up and experimenting and stuff, but to him killing the monster would have been murder? You know what I'm saying?
It is a little strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I think like he just felt like a connection to him.
Right.
Like that was his baby.
Almost, yeah, probably.
He did something that nobody has ever really done in real life that we know of.
Turned death into life.
Turned death into life. That we
Yes,
know.
you know. So, but yeah, no.
I'd have a hard time, destroying something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be like going and getting like a '68 Camaro from the junkyard,
rebuilding
and rebuilding it, and paint job, and new engine,
putting it in a derby,
and then you get it out there in the fucking streets, and you fucking
derby
it. It's too fast or something. You run over a dog, you're like, oh my god, this car is too much for me. I got to get rid of it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, and it's also at the same time on the other side of the hand, he was so quick to be like, let's go ahead and off this creature because it was almost like property at that point,
right?
Because when it was alive, when it first became alive, he had that sense of accomplishment and actually wanted to treat it like a being, but then so quick he turned it into a piece of property that could just be thrown away. So I don't know. It's psychological shit when you really think about it.
Right. Yeah.
I think it just got down to the fact that he knew he couldn't control him. It was out of his hands. He was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start over." He wasn't done after that. He would not have been done after that. So they go, and the farmer, he finds his daughter. And this is the scene that I was caught up on. He's walking through the town with this little
during
dead
the party.
Girl. During the party, he's walking through town with this little dead girl slumped over and shit, covered in mud and everything. And nobody's like, "Holy shit, Bob, you okay? Is your kid okay?" They're just drinking and shit. They're just watching. They're like, "Hey."
I think it does kind of show there towards the end of the walkthrough because eventually everybody starts following as a mob. But what I thought was interesting, kind of in that same time frame, is they're also painting back and forth to where they realize that they realize that he's out or loose when they lock what's her face in the fucking room? That's during all of this too.
He's on his way there now. He's on his way to the
yeah,
Frankenstein castle.
And Frankenstein, that's when Frankenstein panics and locks her away in the room, right? To keep her safe.
Not from the monster, from the mob that's outside.
Oh, from the mob. Okay.
You don't know what's going on.
Got it.
And they don't know. I don't know how they just march their asses straight to Frankenstein's house. Like how nobody's seen the monster do that, and nobody knew that.
Yeah, literally nobody saw that happen.
Select couple.
Right.
And so they're like, "Oh man, are they just the assholes of the fucking town?" They're like, "Oh man, it had to be them. It was the OJs. Let's go to the Simpsons residence."
Oh my god. They all show up. A mob of motherfuckers.
And what I didn't get, why'd they let Frankenstein join the mob? It was his fault. They're like, "Hey, you get a team, and you get a team, dead kid's dad, and Frankenstein, you get a team, and let's go find it." I'd be like, "Man, fuck you. I ain't turning my back on you, motherfucker. You fucking can make dead bodies come to life. Fuck you. You sit here. You got some questions to answer, motherfucker." But no, they gave him his own team, and they went out. And sure as shit, he was the first one to find the monster up in the mountains. And
it did not pan well it didn't fare well for him.
No. No. And the monster could have fucking yeeted his ass off the side of the cliff right there when they was going at it. But he didn't. He knocked him out, carried him back, threw him over his shoulder, and carried him back to the windmill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he was going to hook some electrodes up to his ass or whatever, but the mob, they descended upon the windmill. Yeah. They knew they were in there. They were scrapping. This is pretty much the end of the movie.
Yeah. So it wasn't until Frankenstein tried to get away. Once he started coming to, and he tried to get away, and he tried to go over. That's of course when Frankenstein or the monster grabs Frankenstein and actually. I love the scene where they throw the body up when he throws the body over because the body cracks me up.
He eats him off the side and just goes over the fucking thing.
100% a stuffed fucking outfit, but
I mean, you can damn near see hay shoot everywhere.
Oh, it's great.
From the fucking stuffing.
That was classic. That was classic. But
he yeeted his ass off that fucking
once he yeeted his ass off of there, and that was a thing. That's when the fire came. Like that's when the fire was really set. And that's when you see the monster fully like panic like this. Then we go into full-blown panic because he really doesn't know what to do. To me, it was a really sad scene. I didn't care for it. It's sad to me, because I mean, I think a lot of us understand what it's like to be misunderstood, and we just want to be understood. So a lot of people really resonate with him, and like I said earlier, that's one of the reasons why he is so beloved upon like with children and stuff like that, is because there's a lot of kids who feel that way, like. So I don't know, it was just a really sad scene for me because he didn't know what was happening, so it made me sad.
I don't know if it was my subconscious when I was a little kid. I used to walk around like I was, the monster with my arms out, looking,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's, deep rooted fucking sense of like I have no purpose in life. Like I'm brought here for no reason. A lot of people can relate to the monster because I said he didn't ask to be born. He didn't ask to be brought back. He's just fucking, brought to life and just fucking,
Shit on.
shit on.
Dude, I 100% agree, man. Like I have always obviously, if you listen to my music, that I've always related with the monsters, and that was what a lot of what you know if you look into a lot like 90% of horror movies, which I know you guys do, there's always some sort of social message about it, and
Right.
classic monsters, they starting with Frankenstein and like Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame, those were all social messages about, people that would come back from war that were disfigured, and, or, a lot of people didn't know what to do with the mentally handicapped back then either. So it was a big reflection, I feel, based off of the lesser humans of humanity.
Right.
So my 2 cents.
Right now, yeah.
Which I truly agree. Like the 30s and 40s, everything had like a different story to it. Like even when you get into the B movies, like Attack of the Wasp Women,
Mm-hmm.
fucking it's that was their way of saying like it was around the time like when STDs started becoming real popular and shit, and they was like these chicks can fucking kill you with one sting of their pussy on you. I mean, syphilis is no joke, kids. Wrap that motherfucker up with some red bag. Put some crazy glue in the end of the hole. Do something.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
Hey,
You're not.
I'm just trying to help the kids. I'm just trying to help the kids.
God. But yeah, so it pans out. There's obviously the entire the windmill, whatever. It's engulfed and it's engulfing engulfed in flames.
In my little and really a claim to fame because I earned nothing of it, earned no clout off of it. But in the early '90s, I was following, of course, I'm a huge fan of the Misfits, and Jerry Only and Doyle were, they're huge monster fans. And Doyle, he got his neck bolts and shit in his big fucking lolly rotten boots and his stitches and everything, right? So they're big into horror. They Jerry Only was working with it was Boris Karloff's daughter, and they were trying to get the Universal Monster stamps approved for the U.S. postage.
Mm-hmm.
And right, this was back at the time with fax machines, and he was faxing me stuff of what I could do to write, the U.S. Postal Service and shit. And I got like all these petitions and everything from signed, along with mine and other people that were in the Fiend Club. They got them all turned in, and they presented them. Jerry Only presented them and Cyclopean Music, his record label at the time, presented them to the U.S. Postal Service, and they approved them. And now we got a set of Universal Monster Studios fucking
Dude,
Because
stamps.
of Jerry only.
that's
Because
so.
that's all due to
I
Jerry
had
only and his fan club. Getting. I was having people. I was having my grandma sign it. She didn't know what the fuck she was saying. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll sign it.
bro, I had no idea about that, and it's weird because I have. Hold on, just a second. I'm gonna take
You
my
have this.
headphones out so I can't. Hold on, just a sec.
See, this is it. The very last scene.
All right, and I never break this out for anybody, so peep this shit, bro. One of the original press runs of the Frankenstein stamp.
Stop it! So dope.
I was
That
partially
That's
responsible
amazing.
for that. Not solely responsible. I feel. I
That's
mean,
amazing.
I was a part of that. That's awesome.
That's
that's
really cool.
tight.
Yeah,
I
you can
had
take
now I
Jerry
know the
only as a
backstory.
You should take a photo of that for us. Take a photo and send it to us, and I'll have them post up all that information about the Misfits and that those
I
steps.
sure
Yeah,
will.
Jerry
That's
only
cool.
did that because
That's
like
really
Boris Karloff's daughter, Bela Lugosi's kids, they weren't getting any. They don't get any royalties from the movies whatsoever, the merchandise or anything. And he
Really?
wanted to do something for them to where they could get some kind of money, and so they get royalties from the Universal Monster Studio postal fucking things because it has, Universal. It just has their name on it, so they got paid for their name being used. But
Well,
for
that's
like
dope.
every 39 cents or whatever, they get a portion of that.
That's awesome.
And that was thanks to Jerry only of the Misfits. And like I said, he had all his fan club members, draw up petitions to get him approved. And like I said, I got like 100 and something signatures, and we faxed them back all into him. And he presented them to the U.S. Postal Service, and they approved it and got them printed up.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So,
Yeah, I had no idea that the kids of them, you would think with their names being so widely attached to the monsters that they would get something. I had no idea that they weren't getting royalties and shit.
now, there's a really good movie. Like if you're into like Bela Lugosi's backstory,
Mm.
it's a John Waters.
Is that the one we watched?
Yeah, it's a
Oh
John
man.
Waters movie, and I think it's called Ed Wood. It's got Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah.
And it shows like how he became actual friends with him, and he got him like in the Plan 9 from Outer Space movie, along with Vampira and
Yep.
the old wrestler
Great
looked like
movie.
George Animal still actually played the Thurog guy or whatever that was in Plan 9 from Outer Space. It's a fucking great fucking
It
movie.
is a good movie. So
Great fucking
anybody who
movie. Shows
hasn't
the
seen it,
relationship between Ed Wood and Bela Lugosi, and fucking like Bela Lugosi was like living in this little bitty house in California, strung out. Johnny Depp or Ed Wood got him clean and shit, and he's got this painting of him as Dracula. Oh my god, it's so fucking beautiful.
Wow.
And yeah, he was just like a junkie at the end, like living in this little bitty house, and Ed Wood befriended him and got him back in movies and shit. And people were like, nobody wants to see Bela Lugosi. He's a fucking junkie. And he's like, no, he's better now. He's clean. He got him cleaned up and got him off of I think it was like methadone or fucking, it was something harsh. And got him clean from it. And then, like the Ed Wood movie started to tank. They had Bela Lugosi, and he slung back down in it. And he got him back in rehab, and then he ended up getting out of rehab and dying like a day later.
Fucking Hollywood, man! I swear that shit'll
chew you up and spit you out.
It will.
Right.
It does.
And this is completely, it's on this topic, but it's way off of Frankenstein. But that's why I like Rob Zombie's movies, because he doesn't get the new shiny actors. He goes back and gets like Meg Foster and and Sid Haig and people that were past their prime to come back and spark that shit. That's why I always respected his shit.
Right.
And he gets some newer ones that you don't know, like Rainn Wilson from The Office.
At the time, this was pre-Office, though.
Yeah, nobody knew who Rainn Wilson was. And they got him in The House of 1,000 Corpses, Fish Boy. And then all of a sudden he's Dwight on fucking The Office, like one of the greatest fucking characters on sitcom TV.
Right.
Okay. Who else? They had his buddy, and he ended up being the host for like the Talking Dead and shit. And he was on MTV also. I
Oh,
can't remember the guy's name, but he's real good actor,
yeah.
real good dude.
Fuck, I can't remember his name either.
Kevin
No, but we've talked about him on
Kevin
here.
Hardwick or something.
No,
Chris Hardwick. Chris Hardwick.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, he did bring back a lot of like old, like you said, Sid Haig. Like you think of Sid Haig, you associate him with, of course, the ever lovable My Next Tattoo, Captain Spaulding.
Nope.
But he was shit. He's been way like Starsky and Hutch and fucking like old detective movies and shit. Like you'll see him with no mustache, with hair. Like, holy shit, that's Sid Haig. You know, he's on like was a fucking Motorcycle Cops Chips. He was on Chips a lot.
Spider Baby was one of my favorite things he ever did.
A-Team, he was on the A-Team a few times.
So I love you guys, but why are we talking about Captain Spaulding right now?
I was just shooting the shit.
Yeah, sorry, that was my fault.
This is a Frankenstein episode.
And we just our love for monsters and horror movies.
Yes, like, I know. But real quick, so we can wrap the movie up. There is one final scene, and it's a very awkward scene. The ending scene is weird. I'm gonna just put that out there. Like, there's no closure. It's the toast. It's where you see the maids, and they're like, oh, and they fucking prance off to the door, and they knock on the door, and he opens the door, which we've got Frankenstein in bed.
Frankenstein's in bed.
He's resting. And so they bring a drink. They bring the bottle of wine to Henry's room, and they say that they feel, Henry needs a drink. And that's when what's his face? I can't think of his name. Baron intercepts it, and he's like, I don't think Henry needs a drink. But then he says, as I said, and that's when he says, as I said
before, I say again, here's to the sun, to the house of Frankenstein.
And then, of course, the maids respond, indeed, sir. We hope so, sir. And that's the end of the movie.
Fucking weird.
All right. It's a fucking classic, though. It's a good one. So, I'm happy that we went this far back. This is the first time we went back. Like I think the oldest.
She asked me. She said, "Here, we had an idea of people messaging the show and coming up with a topic, and whoever came up with the topic we chose, we were going to, have join us as a guest, and we were going to discuss their idea and whatnot." That kind of fell through, and she looked at me and she said, "What do you want to do?" She's like, "Why don't we do like a real monster episode?" And I just blurted out, I was like, "The original Frankenstein." And she's like, "The original Frankenstein is," and I immediately said, I was like, "Can we get D.E.A.N and Lolly to do the show?" And she's like, "Absolutely."
So here we are.
And we have the infamous D.E.A.N.
Yeah.
Also known as Dean Von Odd from the Von Odd Castle. And with that being said, we're going to let him take the show into his hands and let you know what he's got coming up and what you can expect. And here we go.
I got so much shit going on right now.
So much.
So I'll just go down the line. Yesterday, we released a short film called The Jinx. So that's up for free, everybody to see. For 9 years, I've been working on this Autumndale series, and this 3-minute film is the most important film from here on out because the war has started in Autumndale, and you guys will learn more about that. But and then we're currently campaigning for the next big movie. We have 46 days left of the campaign. The first week we shot straight up to $1,800, and then we hit a wall. So, we're doing everything we can to get over that wall. We got, props, full-fledged pumpkin monster costumes up there, pumpkin people, puppets that we're going to use in the movie that are up there.
Group, they look fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude, I have 5 different special effects teams working on this movie.
So exciting.
So we're just really trying to get funded, and in all honesty, if we reach half of our goal, then I could successfully make the film. Um, Today we released. I don't know if you guys know who Joe Bob Briggs is.
Oh yeah.
He's a childhood hero of mine, and for the first time in his career, he did drive-in totals for a movie that does not exist yet, which is our movie. So if you haven't seen that yet, I posted it up, and it was literally like a dream come true for me.
That's
And then,
legendary.
dude, it's nuts. It's nuts.
I
And
used to
then,
catch you on Saturday nights, and it was up all night with Rhonda. I can't remember
yep,
what it was Saturday night something, but I'd watch it on Saturday nights. It'd come on after wrestling.
yep,
The Sweet
Monster
Life Day.
Vision he was in, and then he was on the movie channel. Anyways, he's been doing it forever. So growing up watching that shit, I was like, holy shit, he's talking about me. He did a
Wow.
drive-in total for me. So that's blew my
That's
mind.
legendary.
Yeah.
And then,
Very well deserved, sir. Very
Hmm?
well deserved.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Well
Thank
deserved.
you. And then we also have another surprise coming that I'm just going to go ahead and drop on your show.
Shit.
Right here first.
Night of the Pumpkin People is my love letter to Monster Squad. It's an all kids versus monsters movie, and we actually have one of the original kids from Monster Squad pushing the campaign in a video that we're releasing tomorrow.
That's really dope.
Will you elaborate if the Wolfman, in fact, does have nards?
He, in fact, does have nards. It's been confirmed.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes. That's really dope, dude. That's really dope. Congratulations. You are fucking on fire.
So, I mean, that's all the film stuff that's going on. And then I just today got the masters back from Low Key for the entire album to Space Age Vampire.
That's exciting.
I listened to it, dude. I can't believe it's me on the album. I put a year of work into this, and I literally brought tears to my eyes because it's an international project. Like the band that I used is from Brazil. The harmonica player that I have on one of the songs is from Peru. The violin player that I have on one of the songs is from California. So it's an amazing project, and
that's wonderful.
Man, if only I was a good enough friend where I could hear a little sneak peek of that, that would be great. But I know you got to keep it.
I'm gonna send you the whole album as soon as we get off of here.
That's what's up.
No, we're gonna buy the album.
Well, you can still do that, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway.
And shout out to Loki for that one too.
Okay, I may or may have not.
Definitely shout out to Loki. We love you.
Some of this album already, but I can tell the fans of D.E.A.N and the show, it's unlike any fucking sound you will ever hear.
Oh, D.E.A.N's definitely got his own special sound. It's awesome. I love it. I love your sound.
It's not rap. It's not rock. It's
D.E.A.N. It's just something different. I love it. It's not like your average. Not that I don't love my average. I got plenty of homies that are rappers, and I love and support all of them. But you just bring something different. You know what I mean? Something unique and something just not like everyone else. And hats off to you. You're really good at what you do. We love you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Rob Zombie with Q-tips in each one of your ears while you're getting heads.
Yeah.
Good guys. Like we totally endorse being here.
I always said if Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, and Violent J shit in a cup and put a pig mask on it, there you go.
I can hear that. I can literally hear that.
This is a D.E.A.N household, folks.
Yes.
We fully support D.E.A.N and the Bonod family in our abode.
Well, I do want to drop one more thing that I haven't released anywhere else. For the Space Age Vampire pre-orders, we're going to do merch like nobody else has done in the underground yet. Now, they may have done the packaging, but what we're doing 10, 9, because Shape already has one, 9 special release vampire hunting kits. Now these are gonna be
dope, you guys.
Oh, I've seen.
He won't shut the fuck up about it.
I've seen the.
He won't shut the fuck up.
I refuse to.
He will not shut the fuck up.
I won't. I've seen the pre-production. Like, oh fuck, you people don't know what you guys got.
It's really dope, guys. So keep an eye out for that one because you're not gonna want to miss out on that. And it's limited, right?
Yep, we're only going to do 9 of those. But another thing we are offering as a pre-order, which I haven't seen done in the underground either, is I have partnered with Ink Drinker Apothecary, and we are doing a blood red tea mix that you can literally brew blood red tea and listen to the album, and each bag of tea is going to come with specially pressed coffin shaped sugar cubes.
That is so amazing. Oh my God. That's really exciting, Dean. That's really cool. That's cool to find some shit like we don't see shit like that anymore, you know? Yeah, definitely. We want it all. So you already know.
Okay.
Just so you already know.
And if you happen to release that the Space Age Vampire, the Nosferatu, like on a hoodie,
you should probably consider that. Just saying.
Okay.
Dude, oh my God, please make more hoodies because all he ever wants to do is wear that fucking orange hoodie.
It's the greatest hoodie.
It's a great hoodie, but it's like I'm like, babe.
I found an orange bandana to match it. I was like, I ordered 4 fucking hats from Amazon to match that orange. None of them matched.
Now, do you realize how many photos? It's like I'm like, babe. Do you realize it just looks like this is the only clothes you own?
And what do I say?
That's how much he wears it.
And what do I say?
He doesn't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't care.
But COVID fucked that up, honestly, because I had to take sweatshirts out of production because, I mean, I can get up to a like extra large, but other than that, like all the bigger sizes,
Dude,
they just I can't
you're
find
not the only one because you and I, we both, you already know, and I have issues finding some shit too. Like I'm having trouble finding like some black T-shirts in fucking 3X, and I'm like.
Right.
I'm really having to like search through vendors and search until I find that one damn vendor. And I'm like, man, now I'm not even making anything on this. So I get what you're saying. I totally get it.
That's why I had to think out of the box with merch ideas.
Well, hey,
because,
you're killing that.
Like I can't find the printable materials to do the shirts and the sweaters and shit like that, but I can go outside and pick some shit to make some tea. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah. Really, that's unique as fuck because you really don't see merch like that. Like we used to get that gimmick merch back in the day, like where it was like with the clowns and stuff, like where you get cool shit like inside your CDs or stuff. You know, like I remember when fucking
3D glasses,
yeah, or like when Wizard of the Hood came out, you got the tin and the papers and all that shit. Right. You know what I mean? Like you used to get cool shit back in the day. But anymore,
D.E.A.N
you don't really see that.
He was going to send you blood red tea.
That's fucking dope. That literally it just makes it so much more unique.
D is going for the tea drinkers.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not done yet because I got before the end of the year I have 3 albums dropping. I have this all rock one, I have this all hip hop album coming called Poltergeist, and then a blues album that I have not released the name yet for, and each one of them's gonna have just crazy fucking perks with it. So
really excited, like legit, really excited to see everything you have coming. Of course, we'll push it. We'll push it when the time comes.
We'll just send you our debit card number, and you just send us.
Yeah, shit. Just whatever.
Yeah, we trust you
for free 99.
Yeah, super fucking geeked for that shit.
Yeah,
your fans are geeked. Definitely looking forward to if you get you whatever we gotta do to help push you, get you fucking out on tour, get you a Carl stop. We need D.E.A.N in our life.
We do. And you'll love Carl's and they'll love you. Legit.
I'm about it. I need to get back out there. I haven't done a show in front of people in over I want to say since I went on tour with Razgal, but that was like 2 years ago.
It's forever ago.
Long time. So I'm ready to rock some shit.
Well, I'll let you know, and on a little secret, there is D.E.A.N decals. There is D.E.A.N flyers that reside and live in Carl's. When people drop promo off, it stays there, like up on a wall, like you can slide stuff in. And definitely have put D.E.A.N stickers up there. We've got, little flyers and stuff. So you have a
have to
home in
check it out.
Carl's.
Yeah, you have to come
That's
on through.
awesome. Fuck yeah. I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. As far as D.E.A.N goes, we'll make sure we get all the links. I did this when we originally had them on, so I'll grab all that information. Make sure we get you guys all updated stuff. Make sure you check him out on all his socials. Follow him. Keep an eye out for those pre-orders. There's only going to be 9 because we get the 10th one. So,
And there's some dope like supporting acts like around here that would definitely jump on a D.E.A.N show. We've got like Empire of Dirt. It's got like members from Six Side. There's people from Detroit that come down to play.
mm-hmm.
Fucking just HB Grizzly from Shrunken Heads. She plays there all the time. A new upcoming cat named Smokey the Bear. He's fucking dope.
Yeah,
we can make it a fucking party.
Yeah,
and
I'm about it, bro.
With your name, your image, and your music, you would definitely pull a fucking crowd, and we will help you get the word out and just get you into the Midwest. Fucking, because we need some D.E.A.N time. Plug ya.
Yeah. So
I'm about it. I'm about to bring the pig farm up north.
There you go.
fucks with it.
We fucks with the heavy.
But yeah, so you got any more advertising for you?
No, that's
No.
I mean
condoms, D.E.N bedspread.
Bro, I mean don't get me on my Kevin Smith shit, because I'll sit here and just babble on for like 4 hours. But that's what to look forward to immediately. Good and shit deal. That's out now that you can check out for free. Everything is fucking free, people, except for the shit to buy. Like all my visuals, movies, everything.
Autumndale, for sure. Check that out. I mean, you got the group too, right? Is that like a public group or is that a private
Facebook group?
It's a, I think it's a private group, but it might be a public group. I'm not sure. I created it. I just don't know
for it.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Okay. I know how to set up shit on Facebook. I don't know how to change anything else.
So. I get it. And Facebook's always changing, so you're like, man, you don't even know how to keep up with it anymore.
Right.
I'm just stoked I ain't been banned in the last 8 hours.
Yeah, he's been unbanned, guys, for 8 hours. I've been going
8 hours. I haven't got caught a warning or anything yet. So.
Hey, you better be good. He's watching.
I always watching.
Always watching.
But yeah, guys, so that's our dealie tonight. I'm not sure what our next episode's gonna be, but if anybody if anybody has any recommendations, that would be super cool. So
I 100% have a recommendation for you.
What is your recommendation?
I'm gonna tell you this movie, and I've been obsessed with it. I watch it at least once a month. If you haven't watched it yet, it's called Gravy.
Gravy.
And it's about and I'm gonna just give a brief. It's 3 killers, Halloween night, and they lock everybody in a thing, and it's a comedy.
Gravy. So it's like a horror comedy.
Right. Okay. I think y'all will love that.
Comparable
shit,
to a level of watchable D.E.A.N Tucker versus Evil.
Do what?
Like comparable to like I love D.E.A.N Tucker versus Evil as far as like a horror comedy.
Yeah, it's very much like that. Mm-hmm.
Or Serial Mom. That's one of my favorite horror comedies. Which we will do an episode on Serial Mom. That's my Mother's Day episode, just so you guys know.
All right, well,
I'm so excited. I've been saving it since we started the show in October. I knew out the gate that was my second choice of movies. Like out the gate, the second movie I chose, but I wanted to hold on to it. We've also chose Jaws, but we're saving Jaws for Shark Week. So
yeah, just a little bit that's brilliant.
Just a little bit of pre info for y'all. But yeah, so if anybody, we've got Gravy as a recommendation, and then if anybody else has anything they'd also like to recommend, and you always hit my inbox or the Casual Screams inbox or Shaves inbox, don't matter, whatever.
Don't hit my inbox.
Don't hit his. Yeah, he really actually doesn't even have Facebook on his phone. He only
I get woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning
with like weird random thank you.
When's you and the rest of AXC's new album coming out? Or hey, Will
Thanks
you
for the
talk to
ad.
Violent J and ask him when I'm getting my coins?
Yep.
Rude boy. Nah, fuck off, man. I hate getting woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to dumbass shit. Are we having a gathering? I don't know.
I'm telling you, we've got some of the
Call your
son
mom.
as imposters sometimes where he's just like, I can't anymore. I was like, delete it off your
just
phone.
fucking took it off my phone. Like, fuck it. Like, I'll check
It's
it
the
every
rude
once in a
boy,
while.
y'all.
Seriously, like we've had people for real. Thank you, Miss Rude Boy. We've had
I
people
had one
carry
kid hung out with me at
conversations.
the gathering for 15 minutes.
Thought that he was
and
wrestling.
He was like,
Violent
all
J.
right, man. He's like, I hope you win your match with Violent J tonight. I'm like, what the fuck
Whole
you doing?
conversation with
I
this
was like,
dude.
you think I'm the rude boy? And he was like, you are the
This
rude boy.
dude
I was like,
was-
okay. And I just walked away. It's like, I'll be really rude boy and walk away and not tell you who the fuck I am.
This dude had a whole conversation with him and thought he left the conversation talking to Rude Boy. He went back to his camp and was like, man, I just spent 20 minutes talking to Rudy. You know he did.
That's fucking hilarious.
Bless his heart.
I just like to help my fans out. You know? So we're going to wrap this show up. Everybody go out and check out the Catacombs on Facebook.
Definitely.
Doing big things. Definitely check out my brother, D.E.A.N.
I will have all the information posted by tomorrow. Y'all already
Hashtag Army of the Heartless out there. You got Autumn Dale. Man, it's just big things coming from
all
the
kinds
underground.
of shit, man.
We have some of the most beautiful, talented friends
For
in the
sure.
business, and we're super proud to call them friends and family, but we're super proud to call ourselves fans of you.
Absolutely.
So,
also fans. So
check out what everybody's got in the fires, you know, support one another. You know, even if you can't afford the merch, all you got to do is hit that little share button. And that goes so fucking far, you wouldn't even
simple share.
Simple share.
A like on a post, you know, if
and
you
then
like
one of
a
your
post,
homies might see something like, holy shit, that merch looks fresh as fuck. Well, they're going to check that artist out. And then there goes another fan. Boom.
Even something as simple as liking a post. When you like a post on Facebook, it brings it back up in the algorithm. Yeah. That's all it does. It bumps it right back up.
Click of a button, man. Just hit that fucking share button, like button.
Yep. Support your people. Period.
Please.
Yes, but we love y'all. So thank you guys for rocking it out with us. We appreciate it as per usual, week after week. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everyone who shares these. Thank you for everyone who supports us. We love you guys, and we wouldn't be here without y'all. So that said,
we would have no reason to do it without you. So
that said, we're gonna go ahead and say fuck y'all. Bye. Just kidding.
Peace.
We're going to start our Sunday night, which is our Saturday night. We're going to start it off in fashionable style and get riggedy wracked.
Yep.
So we love you guys. Casual Scream, D.E.A.N. out there.